All right, well, welcome to this bumpy beer tasting. I'm in my friend John and Ellie's shed, and I brought him some Black Cloud. They're out of They're not out of Exeter, New Hampshire. They're out of Keene, New Hampshire. Wake up, John. And yes, the head brewer of Modest Man's Brewery, Black Cloud. This one is called Noise.
Nice.
It is a black IPA coming in at 5.5% ABV. It has Citra, Cascade, and simcoe simple hops. Yes, they kind of traditional. Besides Chinook, I think Chinook's usually used with black IPAs as well. But anyways, Noise Black IPA. I did let him try a Black Cloud beer earlier, just so he could see what I thought.
What was it? I don't remember.
It was the high pressure.
High pressure. It was delicious.
High pressure low.
It was delicious.
So here we are, Black IPA. I haven't had this one yet, and we're gonna see how it is.
All right.
I think Black Cloud is definitely doing some great stuff since they have started up.
Yeah.
And let's crack this one open. There's no canned on date, but it's gotta be freshish. Anyways, that's head. There might be a little bit left in that can. Yeah, the head on it is, I don't know, what color?
I would say like a dark like a tan colored head. Almost.
Yeah, it's sudsy, I would say, versus frothy. It does leave some lacing on the glass. The color of the beer itself is pouring kind of brownish. Yeah, so there's there's sediment in there.
There is sediment.
Okay. It doesn't look exactly black.
Yeah,
It's
I would
more
say like
a
brown.
deep brown.
Yeah, the brown. Yeah.
Aromas.
Roasted malt. You're getting a little bit of the earthy hops on the nose.
Earthy citrus, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe pine as well.
A little pine, yeah.
It smells pretty similar to a lot of black IPAs.
Yeah. Roasted malt, the earthy, the piney, resinous, and then a little bit of citrus in there.
My head died right down, so
yeah.
I guess it depends on glassware and maybe what was in the glass before.
Maybe.
It smells atypical, nice. I guess, to a black IPA. Maybe maybe a little bit lower aromas, but it is also a lower ABV black IPA. It's not. A lot of times these black IPAs are up there in the 7% range, I would say. Unless they're a double. Yeah, it smells decent. Nice. All right, cheers.
Cheers. Roasty, toasty right up front. A little bit of the hop action coming through right after that. Very light, refreshing, easy drinking.
Smooth.
Very smooth, yeah.
Carbonation's not, it's definitely low.
Mm-hmm.
This is extremely smooth on the palate. I was not expecting that. I was expecting a spritzy, wet brew. But yeah, this one's smooth, low carbonation. It does still have a drying finish because there is enough bitterness on the tail end. I think the bitterness holds true to most black IPAs. You're getting a lot of kind of grassy, piney type notes.
Yeah, definitely moderate to high bitterness. But the malt backbone really kind of, as with a lot of black IPAs, if you get that good malt backbone, it really makes it nice and balanced. And I feel like this is a good representation of a black IPA because you're getting the roasted malt, you're getting the hops, but it's a nice balance. It's not too hoppy.
It's not too malty to work. It doesn't taste like it doesn't taste like an overly hopped stout.
Yeah.
Like sometimes
it definitely doesn't taste like a stout. It has more of like the IPA roots in there with the hops they're using, and then you just get a little bit of that roasted malt in there. I like it.
Yeah, I'd say decent amount of like low end citrus tone, and then you're getting tons of pine and grass.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, that was gross. to kind of finish it off. Body feel. I think this one's like kind of that medium
yeah.
body. It drinks heavier than what it is. It's 5.5%. It's almost like a session.
Right.
Brew.
But with the roasted malt and all the hops in there, it gives it a lot more body, a lot more character. So, although you could session this, I guess it's one of those that you could drink. You wouldn't feel too full, but you'd probably want to move on to something else. I don't see, like, myself drinking like.
It's almost like a palate wrecker because it does have that bitterness.
It has all the extremes. It has the pininess, the hops, and then it has that roasted malt with the astringent qualities of that, which create more bitterness.
Lingering bitterness. It is a little bit of a palate wrecker.
Yeah, I guess. I like it. I think for the style, I think it's kind of hitting the nail on the head. I don't typically drink a lot, like a black IPA is one of those beers that, especially more hops, you drink one, you enjoy the dark roasted malt, the hops, and it's like a one and done type of thing, and that's kind of like what this is, even though it's a lower ABV. It's very smooth, easy going, but it is a little bit of a palate wrecker.
Do you pick up on any tea? I pick up on like a black tea quality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it doesn't seem like it's misplaced. It doesn't seem like it's because the hops are sunstruck or old.
Yeah, no. It definitely doesn't taste old. It tastes
it's like
super fresh.
Something in there is giving it a tea note.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does have a little bit of a black tea
I would
type
say
flavor to me.
London Fog or like Earl Grey. Almost.
Earl Grey tea?
Yeah. Earl Grey. But either way, yeah. Really enjoyable, nicely balanced. It is on the hoppy side. I mean, if you go, if you've had black IPAs, you kind of know that it's going to be a really hoppy beer. You're going to get the roasted malt in there to balance it out, but typically black IPAs are very bitter. This one has a moderate bitterness, but I like the roasted malt and the other qualities of the beer. Kind of it balances nicely.
It's balanced, but it still is a black IPA.
It's not as piney.
The bitterness is going to be more noticeable.
Yes,
in the after.
So I would say that most black IPAs are going to be palate wreckers. I would say that for the style, this one is not quite as much as a palate wrecker. It's still very pronounced with the hop character and the roasted malt.
Would you say that it's noise?
I would say that's very nice. I would say that it's it's a 93 out of 100.
We're going to Australia. Hey, cheers, Sammy. Sam Smalley. Check him out. Check his channel out. Does a lot of live streams, and he's over in Australia.
Yeah,
where the toilets flow backwards. Yeah, it's very nice.
That reverse swirl. I would say, like a 90, like just kind of getting into the solid A. Nothing that's gonna really blow your mind, but I mean, I've never. It just depends on what you like. I've never had a black IPA, and I don't think I ever will have a black IPA that completely just rocks my world, because black IPAs, although I do enjoy the style, it's not like a go-to style for me. I like the hops, I like the malt, I like the combination, I like the balance between the hops and the malt, but it's not. It's a little bit. Kind of like you said, it's this one's not quite palate wrecker, but there's just a lot going on. It's very strong with the hops and the malt, and the combination of the two can be offensive to some people. I personally like it, but it's one of those you either love it or hate it, I feel like.
Yeah, it's kind of. I think that they got certain things going for it.
It's very well.
It's a lower ABV.
Right.
But with all the qualities of a higher ABV, which is a plus.
5.5.
Realistically, it's a plus. Because a lot of times people don't like to drink lower ABV beers if they enjoy like craft beers and bigger beers.
Well, with the body
because the body, the flavor tones
it is
tend to kind of lack. This, it just comes with a big punch. It drinks like it's almost a double black IPA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it drinks like almost like a 7.75,
but
it's only 5.5.
Yeah, but it's got all the like nuances, the basic tones that you're gonna expect from a black IPA. The one difference I think is the mouthfeel. This one definitely has a smooth,
very smooth. The bitterness is not.
mouthfeel.
A lot of the black IPAs, they're very, very bitter. The IBUs are much higher. This is, although it's still very hoppy and it has the piney, resinous, kind of bitter, earthy hop notes in there, all of the above, the malt backbone is pronounced enough that it complements, it balances nicely. Yeah. More nicely than most black IPAs, because a lot of the black IPAs are just so hoppy that the hops, I think one of them, Chinook, which this one doesn't have Chinook. A lot of the black IPAs use Chinook, and the Chinook kind of overpowers. So I think maybe they're onto something here. Head brewer at Modest Man at this brewery doing a black IPA and leaving out the Chinook. I think it works out. I think it works out pretty well. Yeah. And I love how they've kind of kept the, it kind of has Modest Man label vibes too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 93.
Yeah.
Kind of just getting into an A range, but
this is up there with like some of my favorite black IPAs. The one thing that I really don't like, which it's not like offensive, but it's there and I mentioned it, is the T note.
See, I like the T note.
I don't like the T note. Even though like I can kind of pick out and say that's not from
that's a personal.
That's not from the hops going bad, this being old, this being sunstruck type deal, to where like the hops are giving off a T note because of false reasons. Right. It seems like the T note is meant to be there, but that's just the one thing that kind of throws me off from saying this is one of my like more favorite black IPAs. But I still think it's fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead and score this one. I give it like a 4.3 out of 5.
So a 9.
So mid-range, very good.
I feel like we're kind of like very good to lower excellent for me. It's very enjoyable. It's smooth. It's easy drinking. At 5.5%, this is more on the sessionable side. I do think that with the hops and the intensity and the astringency that you get from the roasted malt, like not like a coffee bitterness necessarily, like it doesn't taste like coffee, but you get some of that coffee bitterness because of the intensity of the roasted malt. But I think it's very nicely done. So 93, very good to A minus. Definitely worth a try. And I'll be the first person to say that black IPAs are not my favorite style, so maybe I'm rating it lower because it's not something that I would typically gravitate toward. But for what it is, it's outstanding. If you like black IPAs, you're gonna love this.
Yes, indeed, you will. Black Cloud Brewing Company. Check them out in Keene, New Hampshire, at the old Modest Man establishment.
Same building.
This one is
apparently
Noise. The black IPA from Modest Man. What'd you score it again?
93.
93 out of 100 from John and Nelly, Georgia Beer Reviews, and getting a 4.3 out of 5. Mid-range, very good from BuMpY-isms here. On BuMpY-isms, or Bumpy from BuMpY-isms, I don't know, whatever. It doesn't matter, but cheers! And thank you all for watching.
See you on the next one.